It's already on.
That's my wife. First of all, I'd like to commend Ole Miss. What a great game. What a very quality team. Coach Freeze has done a great job. They run into a team that's improving and believes they can. They finds ways to win. Pretty special. Before I go any further, I need to kind of say thanks to all those people that have found it in their time to wish me well, and and condolences for my mom. I had a rough night last night, and I did have to tell the team, and so I told the team prior to the game that my mom had passed away, and that was last night about 10 o'clock. And the concern that I had would be that condolences and an outpouring of emotion and a caring for one another could be not exactly what you want to go play a very violent, very physical, very competitive game. And so I spent time today thinking about the way that I need to tell them that that when they say me on the sideline, it has not to do with who's passed and what's going on. It has only to do that I'm looking for every opportunity and advantage for us to win. And you need to see me as an aggressive man. And so after the game, I can't tell you the number of young men that threw their arms around me and said that they love me, Coach, which is as touching as anything I've had. And they handed me the game ball, which I only accept on behalf of a great team. A team that really comes out and says, we can be a whole lot better, we can improve, and they go to work. You guys hear me say this, we're going to improve. They're commenting. This is going to, we're going to be special. This is a team that is ambitious, and so I accept it. And Martha Miles, this is it's a great night, considering. I miss you, Martha. Now, it took a great defensive effort. If you think about very vaunted, very capable offense that Ole Miss has, and how well we played, and if you look at how we controlled the ball on the ground, Anthony balanced in work situations, and certainly was not perfect, but frankly gave us every opportunity at victory. Leonard Fournette with 100 yards, it appears, and Terrence McGee got a little nick and got 75 yards. Kenny Hilliard came in the back end of the game fresh and picked up 64 very, very difficult yards. And Anthony Jennings 8 for 16, 142. That was a great game, wasn't it? Huh? One thing about these Tigers, you put them in Tiger Stadium, and it gives a little bit of time to fix things. It would be very special. This team wanted to make this night special, and they did. So, questions?
Could you talk about the luxury of having 3 running backs that can enter the game at any time and really just pick up where the other left off?
Well, obviously 18 was hot early, and 7 came in and just ran very physical and made big plays. And then Kenny Hilliard on the back end of the game just said no. They ran through some arm tackles, was not going to be denied, was going to pick up the first down. And I want you to know something. We'd have got to Darrell Williams, he'd have done the same thing. So Cam Cameron called a great game. He really has a knack for the right play. Chief was great. Made real adjustments and got stops, and defense played great. Special teams, except for a punt returner that we could not get him right. Darn it! he'll get it right though, because he's getting better, like we all are, so. Anybody else?
Coach, was that as good a drive as you've ever been around in football, considering the circumstances?
You might have thought that was a middle 1970s drive, didn't you? How many runs did we have in a row? A lot, right? It was physical, it was pounding, really good calls, physical offensive line, you know, coming after them and being tenacious. I want you to know something. Those 5 guys up front are getting better.
Coach Miles, Logan Stokes, his first catch at LSU. I mean, biggest stage possible there. Now I guess everybody knows who he is, but before tonight, he, wasn't really used a lot.
Secret weapon.
There you go.
Don't tell anybody, okay? Certainly they'll not notice. He's gonna catch 12 balls next time, I promise. No. Logan Stokes, it's all part of the overall scheme, and Cam makes a great call, and there it is.
Coach,
Where do you think we've improved most?
yeah, I'd say defensively, where do you think you improved most?
Defensively, if you're talking specifically, I think when the offensive line and the defensive line go against each other and they talk about gap integrity and they talk about not being pushed and you know, making sure that you did the things technically that you're capable of. I think that offensively we improved and defensively we improved. So I think that probably the big men on both sides of the ball. The storming the field tonight, I don't know, I had 3 big policemen that got me through the crowd. I want you to know something, I can't imagine, how did you guys get there? How did you guys get around? Took a while. I think, yeah, I bet you, I bet you it was quite a crowd. So I tried to go sing, because I'm gonna tell you, I kinda enjoy that, you know, but it was too many people in the way. So.
Coach, can you talk about the first quarter? It seemed like snake bit, voodoo, whatever, that everything was going wrong, and to overcome that.
Well, I think there were 4 picks that we put our hands on and did not come up with. I think there was, 2 fumbles and 2 picks that we gave them. I think that, we clean up some of that stuff.
Inadvertent whistle too. You've been first thing.
That inadvertent whistle is a stinker, boy. You're looking at a chance to be down in the 2-yard line and score the first 7 to start the game, do a bit of pressure on an opponent. It's inadvertent. That was an inadvertent call I made there. I get that one back. I want you to think about that. If I get a pick, I could call inadvertent call. What do you mean inadvertent call? I didn't mean that call. I get it back. What do you think? You guys support that, wouldn't you? They'd have a red handkerchief for checking, for finding out what they, challenging, and then you get a kind of a polka dotted one for an inadvertent call. I want it back. So I made a mistake.
Coach, I know you were talking about how the defense improved playing against them one offense, but what did you do in the second half? Because outside of the first Ole Miss drive in the second half was absolutely stifling defense.
I think the pressure on the opponent, certainly the front 4, always around the ball. I can't tell you the number of balls that we knocked down. That's nerve-wracking to a quarterback, and I think it doesn't allow them the ability to just have easy plays. And when you do that, that means that every play is under duress and being worked. I think that defense success that they had is based on those things.
Yes, you told them to bring some food and stay for the whole game.
Wasn't that crowd beautiful? Wow.
Oh, yeah.
How about that stadium, guys? That stadium's a whole different level now. I hate to tell you. I mean, it's down on the floor. I'm gonna have to tour that thing, I'm gonna have to get up back in and
Open day.
Open day. Exactly right.
Coach, can you talk about how far this team has come since the loss to Auburn, and what's been the difference, do you think?
Well, I think certainly the development of the quarterback position, to be honest with you, Brandon Harris is getting better. He is coming, there's real action at that position. And I think Anthony Jennings is, you know, I think Cam's doing a great job with him and bringing him along and, you know, kind of, you know, continues to mentor and put him in a position where this is how you're supposed to think and this is what you're supposed to do, and just makes a tremendous difference in the young man's development. And I think there's teams is improved. I mean, here's what this is. It's a quality group of people, happen to be football players, who are committed to doing something together that's improving as a team and seeing if they can play in a game of significance, play themselves, earn their way into playing for a significant style of game. I think the very next one we're playing at Tiger Stadium might well, they may have earned that right there.
Coach, what did you see on tape that told you guys could run off 17 play drives, 95 yards, and 264 yards rushing? What did you see that told you you're 5 against their 5 on the line with win?
It's not what we saw on tape, it's what we see every day at practice. We just think that our guys are special. And they come off the football. I think Grimes has done just a great job in bringing those guys on. They see themselves as a real quality offensive line. So I think their self-interpretation for playing football is pretty special.
Coach, are you
feel like
surprised
defense-
at all that the Ole Miss offense came back on the field as opposed to kicking a 47-yard field goal?
No, I think those are decisions that the guy at Ole Miss makes based on the fact that he felt like this is not a kick that we're comfortable with, and we iced him, and sometimes it's just a feel, and it can be a very quality decision. It made me nervous as hell because I'm sitting there going, well, if he tries a three-pointer, that's certainly a tie. We're going into overtime. Certainly, if he tries something else, that could be another ending and one that we'd all be miserable about right now. So, but certainly, those people that were in LSU would be miserable about it. So, I thought the decision was a good one. Quality. I understand it. And, I think we got a ball tipped to it. I know certainly we got it picked. So. It's a good thing.
Coach,
has time for one more.
When you were last drive, what he went through, I mean, you picked one and then it was called back and then picked another one.
Well, he had his hand on another ball earlier in the game. I mean, I'll let you know something. When we go back and look at this, and the opportunity to not fumble, pick up the picks, that were thrown to us. Oh my goodness, this football team could have scored some points tonight. So.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you very much.